16 I'll read and then continue the 17. Abrahma bo na loka punaravartano arjuna mama pityantu kaunteya punarjanmana vidyate. Translation: from the highest plan in the material world down to the lowest, all are places of misery, wherein repeated birth and death takes place. But one who attains to my abode, O son of Kunti, never takes birth again. Purport: all kinds of yogis, karma, jnana, hatha, etc., eventually have to attain devotional perfection in bhakti yoga or Krishna consciousness before they can go to Krishna's transcendental abode and never return. Those who attain the highest material planets, the planets of the demigods, are again subjected to repeated birth and death. As persons on earth are elevated to higher planets, people on higher planets such as Brahmaloka, Chandraloka, and other loka fall down to earth. The practice of sacrifice called Panchagani Vidya, recommended in the Chandogya Upanishad, enables one to achieve Brahmaloka. But if on Brahmaloka one does not cultivate Krishna consciousness, then he must return to earth. Those who progress in Krishna consciousness on the higher planets are gradually elevated to higher and higher planets, and at the time of universal devastation are transferred to the eternal spiritual kingdom. Baldev Vidyabhushan, in his commentary on Bhagavad Gita, quotes this verse in the Kurva Purana. ब्रह्माना सहते सर्वे संप्राप्ते प्रतिश्चंचरे परस्यांते कृतात्मानः प्रविशन्ति परम padam. When there is devastation of this material universe, Brahma and the devotees who are constantly engaged in Krishna consciousness are all transferred to the spiritual universe and to specific spiritual planets according to their desires. I think we read this verse. Sasayuga paryantam हर्यद् ब्रह्मणो विदुः रात्रियुगा सहस्रान्तं ते होरात्रा विदो जनाः. Translation. Can you read the translation?
Translation: by human calculation, 1,000 ages taken together form the duration of Brahma's one day, and such also is the duration of his night. Purport: the duration of the material universe is limited. It is manifested in cycles of kalpas. A kalpa is a day of Brahma, and one day of Brahma consists of 1,000 cycles of 4 yugas, or is Sattva, Treta, Dwapar, and Kali. The cycle of Satya is characterized by virtue, wisdom, and religion, and there being practically no ignorance and vice. And the yuga lasts for 1,728,000 years. In the Trita Yuga, vice is introduced, and this yuga lasts 1,296,000 years. In the Dwapar Yuga, there is an even greater decline in virtue and religion. Vice is increasing, and this yuga lasts for 864,000 years. And finally, in the Kali Yuga, the yuga we have now been experiencing over the last 5,000 years, there is an abundance of strife, ignorance, irreligion, and vice, true virtue being practically non existent. And this vice lasts for 432,000 years. In the Kali Yuga, vice increases to such a point that the termination of the yuga, that at the termination of the yuga, the Supreme Lord himself appears as the Kalki Avatara, vanquishes the demons, saves his devotees, and commences another Satya Yuga. Then the process is set rolling again. These 4 yugas, rotating 1,000 times, comprise one day of Brahma, and the same number comprise one night. Brahma lives 100 of such years and then dies. These 100 years by earth calculations total to 311 trillion and 40 billion earth years. By these calculations, the life of Brahma seems fantastic and interminable. But from the viewpoint of eternity, it is as brief as lightning flash. In the causal ocean, there are innumerable Brahmas rising and disappearing like bubbles in the Atlantic. Brahma and his creation are all part of the material universe and therefore are in a constant flux. In the material universe, not even Brahma is free from the process of birth, old age, disease, and death. Brahma, however, is directly engaged in the service of the Supreme Lord, in the management of his universe, of this universe. Therefore, he at once attains liberation. Elevated sannyasis are promoted to Brahma's particular planet Brahmaloka, which is the highest planet in the material universe, and which survives all the heavenly planets in the upper strata of the planetary system. But in due course, Brahma and all the inhabitants of Brahmaloka are subjected to death according to the law of material nature.
Hmm. Yeah. So, I request those who can put their video also on. David, can I know from where are you, David?
Sorry, yes, I'm from South Florida. Hare Krishna.
Oh, Hare Krishna. How did you get the idea of this, David? Nice.
Virat sent it to me yesterday.
Oh, nice, nice. Okay.
Yes, thank you, Virat.
Thank you so much. And if you all can put your video on, that'd be nice so that I can see you all also. Be good. Oh, great. Yeah. You're also dentist, David?
No, I'm in accounting finance.
Okay, okay, nice, nice, nice. Very good. Be in touch with Virat. Virat is a perfect gentleman. Trust me. You won't find a gentleman like Virat so easily. He's a very refined gentleman, very clean within and without, both. Be in touch with him. You practice Krishna consciousness?
Yes, I do.
Oh, how many rounds you chant?
Sorry?
How many rounds you chant?
Not enough. Chant between 4 and 8 rounds a day.
Oh, really? Great. Very nice. And you know some devotees around?
Yes, we have a lovely congregation here in South Florida in Coral Springs and Boca Raton, near Fort Lauderdale.
That's great. Very nice. Thank you for joining.
Keep up.
Both of you should start preaching now, you and Virat too. Okay, so this verse actually is saying that even though Brahmaji has such a fantastic life of how much? See the calculation. So Prabhupada did such kind of calculation. The calculation of 300 trillion 40 billion Earth years. Can you imagine? Such a long duration of life. But the point is, even such a long duration of life is nothing but just like a lightning flash in the viewpoint of eternity. So what to speak of our lifespan? So that means one thing is for sure, that our happiness and miseries in this world are also very insignificant. Very insignificant. You see, people in this world, they get some setback and they become so morose. Sometimes they commit suicide also. But if somebody can understand that if our life duration is so small, like whatever we have got this human, like say we have got human form of life, how long it's going to be? Just some years, some 40, 50, 60, 70 years. That's all. So in comparison to Brahma's life, our life is so insignificant. And in comparison to that, we have some phases of happiness and distress, right? So some phases of distress comes. So how can we take that very seriously? We can't take that very seriously. It's very small. It's just going to pass away. Same way, if there's some phase of happiness has come, we cannot be proud because that's also very small. It's going to pass away. That's why devotee of the Lord is not so concerned about happiness and distress. It will come and go. Things will change. Situations change. Like this temple I'm sitting, 30 years before, 20 years before, the completely different set of people were there. Different way it was managed. So many things are different now, right? So like that, it's a constant flux. This material world is a constant flux. Everything is changing. Every time it's changing. When you visit the same place after 5 years, 10 years, you'll find a lot of changes. So we should not take this material situation very seriously. So that will give us some kind of sobriety, some kind of detachment from the situations of this world. And then we can focus on our eternal occupation. What is our eternal occupation? That is to engage in Krishna's service. So Srila Prabhupada writes in some of his purport that one should live in this material world with a renounced spirit. So this is what is a renounced spirit, meaning it's all passing phases. One shouldn't take these situations and whatever the situation brings forth very seriously. We have nothing to give and take. I'll give an example. Let's say when you are traveling in a bus. How many have traveled in bus or train? Yeah, when you travel in a bus, then you find that so many things will come and go, right? Like some nice waterfall may be coming, some nice gardens may be coming, some restaurants come, many things will come and go. But what happens? You're sitting in the bus, right? You have to continue your journey. So your journey of bus will bring many things on the way, but because you're focused on the journey, you won't get distracted. You don't get down from the bus, now and then. You don't do that, right? You continue your journey, uh, all throughout. And even if you take a break in between, you are focused upon your journey. You don't get carried away in a way that you leave, miss your bus. You don't do that. So same way in this world also, when we are dealing, we have to live in a renounced spirit. Nothing, understanding that whatever comes in his journey is a passing phase. We don't have to take those things very seriously. We have to continue our journey like that. So this should be the determination of a devotee, that my journey is all important for me, not the things which is going to pass. Just give me a minute. I was in temple. I may have to go because you would have come to chant here. Yeah, so that's why this renounced spirit is very important point. What I was trying to meditate upon in this. So and also, no matter where planet you go, in all the planets, you'll find the cycle of birth and death. So you are never free from the problems of material existence, no matter which planet you go. Is also another important point. Because what happens is, we have some idea thinking that if I change my situation, if I go to that place, if I'm in India, I can go to America. If I'm America, I can go to Mars planet. And that's how we think that we'll become happy. So we always have some kind of anticipation of happiness by promoting ourselves to some kind of higher standard of life, some kind of some other situations. The kind of anticipation we have. So always look for some kind of material promotion, either in terms of our jobs or country, going to better and better country, or even going to different higher planets. As of course, many people don't know about that, but those who are followers of Vedic knowledge, Vedic civilization, so they know that there are higher realms also, the heavenly planets. So many of so those people sometimes may be attached to go to heaven also, or some people may want to go to Brahmaloka also. But even those planets are subjected to birth and death. So what is the use of it? That's why devotee is not concerned about all this material progresses. What he's concerned about is he's getting engaged in Krishna's service and going back to Godhead, to the highest planet. So devotee should carefully navigate his life, not to get stuck in this material world, and to go to the spiritual world only. So our focus should be one pointed. That's what it says. Vyavasayatmika buddhi ekah kurandana. So one should be so focused on this, the ultimate goal of our life, to attain Krishna prema, to ascend to the abode of the Lord, not getting stuck in this material world anywhere. So it's like when you're sitting in the bus, you're focused on your destination. You don't get stuck or distracted to anything which comes on the way. So this is one of the very important factors. You take any journey, you need focus. You cannot forget. Destination has to be always in your mind. Yes, in any journey, take any journey, you have to be like that. Like for example, you go to the college, 4 years, 5 years, whatever you spend, you're very focused. You cannot get into certain things by which you won't complete your college. Otherwise, you'll not get the degree. Same way, any flight journey, train journey, any journey you take it, you'll have to be very focused on destination. So same way in Krishna consciousness, also we need that kind of focus. And we should then do everything by which we continue forward in our journey very nicely and remain safe, not get distracted. So next verse will go. I think I'll pause here because we don't have time now. Any reflection? Just hear the reflections and then make it pause, please. And others can also put video on. Only David Prabhu has put the video on. I request others also. Jagbir Prabhu, Ashok Prabhu, Robert Prabhu. All of you can put your video on. Virat Prabhu. Yes, any reflection? Anyone has any reflection?
Yes, Prabhu. I like the I do like the analogy of the train and the bus passing by, or as we're on it passing other things, realizing that we have these material experiences that come into our lives, and then but we pass right by them, so we don't attach to them because we can't, like you said, because we wouldn't be able to continue on our journey. And sometimes we do take those those sidetracks for a moment in time, and we do get off, but we get back on. It's a matter of how long. It's a very, very nice analogy. I like that. Thank you.
Yeah, correct. Sometimes we have to deal with material situations, but we should not forget to continue our journey. That's important. No, yeah, you may deal, but don't get distracted that you miss the bus. Thank you. Yes, Virat Prabhu, Ashok Prabhu, Jagbir Prabhu, and if Mataji wants to, yes.
My reflection is that the reason we keep searching here and there, for example, going to different parts of the world and trying to go to different planets, is just to try to look for happiness. However, in the same way that this material world is so temporary, even if we try to acquire even the smallest amount of happiness or misguided happiness, it will also be temporary as well. So again, the focus, as Srila Prabhupada said, is to try to live in the renounced order, where try to insulate yourself from this world as much as possible and focus on the much larger goal ahead.
Yeah. So renounce spirit, he said. You may or may
Renounced
not
spirit.
be, yeah, in renounce order externally, but at least we should live in renounce spirit.
Renounced spirit.
Even a grahastha also has to live in renounce spirit. Yeah, that's important. Yes, Ashok Prabhu.
Yes, but I think the story actually, I think give like, the idea of like Brahma like, following so many years, so basically, I think we understand like the vastness of like the like how like material things are like we get attached to a lot of things, small things, but in the vastness of the universe, it is very like a small thing. Like when you think about like the bigger picture. So
Yes.
that's something which I really like the analogy that we had mentioned there.
Great. Yes, Jagbir Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare
A
Krishna.
reflection is on this that we should live this short life by chanting and keeping ourselves Krishna consciousness instead of involving in so much material responsibilities or uh, ichha. Ichha.
Iksha.
We should not waste our Ji Prabhu. Too much materialistic responsibilities or ambitions. We should not waste our this short life in this. Better to keep your path on Krishna consciousness.
Thank you. Jagbir Prabhu is now in advanced age and he's becoming more and more serious in Krishna consciousness. That's wonderful. And he's getting some stunts also. Stunts in his heart, and he's getting stunts of Krishna consciousness also in his heart. Okay. So yes, Poonam Mataji and Kiran Mataji want to also reflect on something.
Say that material world is make for 14 lokas, and people persons are doing up and downs because of their material desires. If we want to get up from this, we have to that time is also affect Brahma also. So
Time what?
we have to, that time is the effect Brahma also, because he has
Ah.
also died.
Correct.
So we have to just do the practice and make ourselves Krishna conscious, and then all the time we just do the remember Krishna.
Very good. Kiran Mataji, you want to reflect something?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, no.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so thank you all very much. Hare Krishna. Thank you for joining, David Prabhu. Very grateful to you. Whenever you have time, please join.
No
Very happy to
darshan
have you.
today, Prabhu.
Darshan not now. 7:45 it is going to.
Okay, thank you, Prabhu.
Okay, so thank you all very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare